Today we've got some Sterling 9mm 115 grain FMJ ammo from our friends over at Global Ordnance. We're going to run the steel case as well as the brass case to a couple of handguns and a carbine and see what happens. So let's go. What's up, crew? It's Chris from CloverTac. Welcome back to the channel. Quick programming note. It's been unusually wet here in Texas this spring. We've got a ton of skeeters, so you'll probably see a few flying around on camera. So today we're going to try out this Sterling ammunition and a few things. We're going to try it out in a hammer-fired Girsan Regard. Then we're going to move up to the Glock 17L, which is a striker-fired. And then finally, we're going to finish off with the Anderson AM9 carbine. So there's two things we're going to be paying attention to with this ammo. The first is how well does it function? Does it cycle these firearms? And number two, what kind of groups can we get? With that said, let's get into live fire. And of course, safety's first. Got my eyes on, going to put my ears in, and we will make this happen. All right, going to kick things off again with the Girsan Regard. Going to try the steel case first. We're shooting at some 6-inch targets, 25 yards down range. And yeah, here we go. All right, same thing. The steel case ammo, going to run it through the Glock 17L. And obviously, you know, this has a red dot, but keep in mind that my point of aim and point of impact going to be off. None of these firearms are dialed in for any of this ammunition. Like, where's my dot? There we go. Need to slow down, don't I? Just a little bit. So at 25 yards, a fairly nice little, I would say a 4-inch little string there. Not the tightest group, but then again, not too terribly bad either. And as with that Girsan Regard, everything functioned fine. All right, let's kick it up a notch here with the Anderson AM9 carbine. Got the 4 Peaks LPVO. It is set for 1 power. We're going to give that a run and see what happens. Still 25 yards. Here we go. And not terribly bad there. Had one that was a little low and off the paper. So now let's shift gears a little bit. Everything functioned fine with the brass case, or steel case, I should say. Let's move on to the brass case. If the steel case ran, I don't see any reason why the brass won't run too. All right, same distance, same target. Girsan Regard, brass case now. And since I do know where my point of impact is, I think I may try to compensate for that just a little bit. Here we go. Pulled that one. Could have been because I was compensating. I didn't have the actual center of the target that I was trying to line up on, but definitely a larger group with the brass there than was with that steel case. But for 25 yards, not too bad. Let's get the sight turned back on here on the Glock 17L and put a few down and see what happens. Here we go. And like the carbine before, totally could have been me, but I had one completely off of the red low. I would say probably about 3 inches there. But the 4 that landed for 25 yards, not too shabby. All right, brass case in the AM9 here. Everything's been functioning really well. I'm really happy with this ammo. Here we go. And at 25 yards, I think it's safe to say at this point that the carbine here, it likes that brass ammo a little better than it liked that steel stuff. And so final thoughts on the Sterling 115 grain 9mm FMJ from our good friends over at Global Ordnance. The steel case, at least in the handguns, across all three, performed as far as function, performed very well. This is more budget-minded range ammunition. And I think as far as the group sizes go, if you're talking about a 6-inch piece of steel at 25 yards out on the range, just having fun, it will certainly get the job done. And then the brass, the same way, functioned flawlessly into all three of these. And the group sizes, you know, I would say are arguably a little better, with the exception of that Gerson Regard. And that could have been me trying to compensate for the point of aim, point of impact difference. If you want to watch some more stuff with the firearms that we've used today, I got you some videos right here. As for this one, we're done. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with the mosquitoes. And until next time, don't forget to chain fire freedom.